Well, let me go ahead and go.
Hey, what's going on, man? This your boy Doc. Right now, I have here Elaina Guidry out of Ville Platte, Louisiana. Before we start, though, could you let everyone know where to find you at on all platforms, please?
Yes, I'm on Instagram at Red Carpet Lane. It's Red Carpet _ Lane. And my Facebook, Elaina Guidry. And also I can be found on IMDb, where all my movies and things of that nature are sorted out. So
Right. Okay, I appreciate you. So talk a little bit about what got you started. Like, what made you want to become an actor?
I think that it was just something that originated from when I was a young girl. I don't think at the time I really had like a direction, but it was something that I always said that I wanted to do. I would watch movies and TVs and like, I want to be an actress, I want to be on TV.
Right,
so, I participated in a lot of talent shows at school. I would sing, dance, anything that came about. I was always into the arts, and I always appreciated the arts.
Okay.
So as I got older, I did a lot of church events as well. So as I got older and I graduated from school, I decided, okay, I'm gonna do this. So I started from there. I started just doing my research, just growing connections in the industry,
Right.
Just coaching, classes, training, anything of that nature. I started doing background work just to get me started and how to maneuver in the industry. So that's really how I started, and everything just kind of went from there.
So how long you been doing it for?
10 plus years.
10 plus
I've been doing
years?
10 plus
Okay.
years, yes. On a professional level, I would say the last couple of years as being qualified as a professional screen actress for the last couple of years, because the first few years was, me trying to learn the industry and just learn how to maneuver, because I was doing it on my own. So,
Right.
No direction, nobody to help me.
No manager.
Yes, nothing like that. And running into, just walls, running in circles sometimes. But, yeah, so I would say on a professional level the last couple of years.
To me though, you haven't been spinning your wheels. Like you've been very knowledgeable what you need to do. Like it sounds like you said, you come up to a wall, but then you overcome that because you're here and you're not where those problems were.
Right. Right.
And so like that's what caught my eye about it. It was like I never heard of you, never like seen anything about you, but then one day one of my cousins, he was like, check this girl out. And so I checked you out and I was like, oh snap, she's getting an award and stuff like that. Who is this? Like, you from Louisiana, you know what I'm saying? And local like that. So I'm like, okay, like it was like almost for me, it was like watching American Idol or something like that and seeing somebody that was from your local city and then they're on national television, So I was like, oh man, I gotta hit her up. And then I hit you up and like you were like, what's the word for it? Easy going. Like I didn't expect that you would hit me back so fast. So I appreciate that for real. That's why I'm so grateful and thankful for this interview. But so how old are you?
I'm 31.
31, okay.
Yes.
And so what inspires you to keep going with this, because a lot of people, they get into certain trades, like you said, you're coming to certain walls that like just make you want to give up and stop what you're doing, but like you kept it pushing. So what inspires you to keep pushing and not stop?
My passion for the arts. I always think that it's important that we have a goal, we have a plan, and we stick to it. So obstacles are going to come with whatever you're doing. I mean, there's going to be obstacles. So I think that's important to just find something that you're really passionate about, because if you find that passion, you'll stick to it, because it doesn't even feel like work to me.
Right.
I get up every day, I audition for so many projects. I'm working on so many different sets with so many different people. So I feel like I inspire myself from, growing up with a rough childhood and just sticking to the plan. It's so important that we stick to the plan and have something that we're really passionate about. A lot of people are doing things just because it makes them a lot of money, or sometimes people give up because you don't see what you want to see right away. But if you stick to the plan, I always have agendas, and I've been knocking every milestone out that I've planned since I was younger, like much younger. I'm talking 10 years ago, and I'm slowly knocking all of these things off my list.
Something like a storyboard.
Yeah. And it gets you excited every time you scratch something off that list.
Right.
Like, it was really like, even for the award show, the award that I recently won, like this was something that was already in my plan. Like I'm gonna win an award. You know, I'm gonna be there, and I visioned myself there. Like I pictured myself there already. So it was all about just putting myself there.
Motivating yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Self-motivation.
Motivating yourself,
Yeah,
and
self-motivation.
that's what keeps me going. And sometimes it's rough. Sometimes I mean we receive way more no's than we receive yeses in the industry. I mean I'm talking about managers, auditions. I may audition 20 times a week and not get any of those jobs, or I may audition 20 times a week and get one of those jobs.
But you keep it forward.
Yeah, you have to keep moving and just keep pushing, keep grinding, and find your passion and just keep going. So I think that it's important that you find something that you really
are passionate about. Yes,
exactly.
And how you said that you're checking off the list. You know, I like that. I like to hear that because, like we said, self-motivation. You're actually motivating yourself because you wrote down like goals and you're accomplishing those things. And that was you. You know, like what's the word for it? Like, messing up, but like it's a self-expectation, and you're living up to it, basically.
And it gets you happy every time you do something. You know, it gets you happy because you're like, okay, I did this. This on my list got checked off. So what if I go do this now?
Right.
It gets you happy. Like
Dreams.
this certain high that you're just going off that high, and you're like, man, I can do this now. Like,
for real.
And so I always aim big. A lot of things took me a while to accomplish because I always aim big. I never aim for the small things because I know that I can do it. Just like going up against all these amazing people in my nomination for best performing content as an actor, going against people like B. Simone, Pretty V, Desi Banks, Caitlin Nicole. Like,
shout out to them.
Amazing. Yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. They are doing their thing. But when you see yourself, you know,
compared to that,
amongst
you know,
all
you're doing
these
something.
other inspirational people.
Yeah.
So it's like wow, you know, I'm really doing this, and you really start to see things unfold. You really start to see all of your hard work just happen in front of you, and it's so important because all the long nights, all the auditions I'm up for, it made it all worth it.
Your dreams are actually coming true.
Yeah, totally.
I feel that. That's why, you know, like I said, I had to get this interview. But is there anything else that we might have missed? Is there something that you might want to bring up or talk about, upcoming event, or something that you might be dropping, movies or anything like that we might not have talked about?
I recently did shot a movie. It's a 2022 feature film. It's called Rumble Through the Dark. So that will be kicking off in 2022. I mean, I'm really excited about that movie because it was a SAG movie, and I got to work with one of the best A-list actors in Hollywood for my scene.
Okay.
So it was really amazing doing that.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of my biggest projects and my most memorable accomplishments because it was just, you know, just doing the scene with one of the, you know, just such a big actor, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was Aaron Eckhart. So it's so amazing to see all of that unfold. You know, you're with the stars and you're really doing this. You go in the makeup trailer and you see your picture with those A-list actors. So that
you see your name on like the list, you know?
Yeah. So you're getting the same type of treatment, which we're always getting, you know, that really great treatment on and off set. So it's just, so that's one of my projects that is coming up.
Okay.
I would like to also mention that I am a career counselor for other actors, whether it's experienced actors or beginner actors. A lot of people don't know how to start the industry. Like me, you know, I didn't even know what kind of headshots I needed. I had the wrong headshots for years. You know what I'm saying? Like, wondering why I'm not getting these jobs. So some people may want to know how to start. So what kind of headshots do I need? How do I get an agent? How do I book without an agent? Because it is possible to book jobs without an agent. What do I do after I get the job when I'm booked? So I do offer career counseling sessions and audition classes.
So y'all make sure y'all get with Elaina for that for sure. Cause I'm behind the camera like, girl, I'm gonna ask you. Let me know. I'm telling you, I'm trying to get in there.
Sign me up.
Yeah, sign me up for sure. Like, where the list at?
So I think it's important for people to have that guidance, something that I didn't get. So, and what I offer is something that's just 10 years experience, just to you in a session, and
Right.
and if followed, it is guaranteed to get actors on, but they have to put in the work. Of course, I can only give you so much. I can tell you exactly where to go, but then you have
It's up
to
to
make
you.
the effort and push forward with the career, because it's not an easy industry at all.
Understand.
It's not.
Understand.
You have to build your resume, your headshots, connections, and talent. So you have to have a mixture of all of that together
Jack of all
to be
trades with it.
successful. Yeah, totally. So also my son, I have him as an actor as well.
Yeah,
So
you
he's-
look co-star.
Yeah. He's my co-star in the character that I play. So I got him, and he's been doing movies and commercials. We were also signed to the same agent.
You
So
awesome,
yeah,
Mom.
so we work really hard, and we get the job done.
Yeah, it's a family business.
Yeah.
I fuck with that though. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry, but yeah. But so is there any other shout outs that you might want to give before we go? Anybody that you want to name drop maybe?
Well, I would say my son, Zabrin Anderson. I would say that he's, because he's my biggest inspiration when it
Okay.
comes to a big part of my motivation as well. You know,
Right.
wanting to have a career,
Right.
wanting to have a successful career, and also to have something that he can be a part of. And as many times when, auditions, we have to have readers, right? So,
Mhm.
I mean, you can't just like say the lines, but so he's with me in the house. So a lot of times I'm dragging him, so I have an audition to do. You need to come help me with the lines. So I feel like he's a big inspiration to my career, because he's helped me a lot behind closed doors, get jobs and book jobs as well.
Okay, well, I sure appreciate you coming through. I appreciate you giving me this quick interview, and giving you a little bit of your time. I wish you the best on everything that you're doing, and like I'm gonna keep on, supporting, watching, and looking at everything that you got going on. I was expecting Zay Mama to come, but
Miss Zay
Mom
Mama.
came, yeah.
I am Miss Zay Mama.
Yeah, but Mom came
girl.
today.
Well, we can talk a little bit about my character.
Okay.
So, my character that I play, and actually she's the character that won the award in Hollywood for best
Right.
acting content.
Right.
So my character, I play this younger version of
Mhm.
myself.
Mhm.
She's
A little brat.
yeah, she's
Yeah.
brat. She's annoying. So, but people love her, and she reminds me a lot of myself, because she's so unapologetic.
Mhm.
She's herself.
She don't know no better.
Yes.
Yeah.
So and that's kind of how I am. Just unapologetically me
Mhm.
when it comes to certain things, and I go for what I want. Not say do what I want, because I kind of really do when it comes to my career.
Yeah.
So she does remind me so much of myself. So I play her. I play Miss Zay Mama, and my son, which is her friend.
Yeah.
In the skit. So they're like, she interacts with all three of us on different levels. So she's just quite annoying, and I think she's a great character, and she has a lot of potential to go a lot of places. Whenever I did get the email from one of the board members for the Hop Awards, and they were like, "We think you're so funny. We love your skits. We love you as an actress. We would like for you to submit your character for the Hop Awards, because we think that you could get a nomination there." So I was like, "Okay, cool." So I submit my content over, and it was back in July of 2020. And, I submitted, and I'm on to the next project. I don't really wait, to hear a callback. So
Right.
it was like 6 months later, I think maybe September, I got an email again saying that I was nominated for Best Acting Content. I was like, whoa, and for that character, and I'm like, wow. And it's crazy, because I had kind of stopped doing her for a while, because I was so busy working on bigger productions, and it took so much of my time, doing auditions back to back and things of that nature. So, and I was just saying, like, the past few weeks, like, gosh, I need to get back into this character. Like, I need to start. But like, I'm too busy, because think about it, I'm the director, I'm the actor, and I'm playing 3 characters
Right.
sometimes in one, and plus I'm editing, so it's a lot of work for me to do alone. So, and I think that really opened my eyes to continue doing her when I did get the nomination, and then to win the award, I was like, whoa,
Yeah,
so it was so amazing. So yeah, and I think she's just a lot like, and she dresses, she wears this bandana
Right.
over her head, she
Right.
wears this this blue jean vest, and I do want to share a little thing about why she dresses the way she does, and I don't think I've ever really shared that publicly. But my dad passed a few years ago, and my dad was also an entertainer. He loved to make people laugh. You know, he would go to parties, and he was just an entertainer. And my dad, he always wore a different color bandana over his head. Like every day, it's all he wore. It was a part of his wardrobe was a bandana, and also he wore these bubble vests, like different colors, and so that's why also this character is important to me, because I wanted to
embody
something with my father, because you know he was a big inspiration to me as well, and to live freely and to do what you want to do. And like I said, that's why I think that's so important.
And you living for him.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of like a little bit why her wardrobe is the way it is, because she didn't care. My dad didn't even care how he dressed. He was just like throw on a bubble vest, shirt underneath. He called it psychedelic colors. Like he just wore whatever. So she kind of like just has something that reminds me of him as well.
All right, he was basically doing this thing like you are. Well, I appreciate you for coming out. We got to kind of wrap it up, but I thank you so much for coming. I thank you for the interview and everything. And like I said, I thank you for your time. I appreciate you for like just like I said, coming through. And I think everybody that's watching, make sure that you stay tuned for more with Elaina, and also with whatever I have coming up next. And this is OPR. E is what you watching. Stay tuned for more. And you already know we out to Louisiana.